Good morning everyone. Nowadays we are looking for what is the history, and in this chapter we have divided our time in three manners. That means one is past, future, and present day. We divide time like this way. Today we are going to see about the past and the future. So see what is this. The past, present and future are linked by a continuous chain of events. What? The point is, the past and the future, the past and the future. See what? The past, present and future are linked by a continuous change of events, right? Before this lecture we have seen past, future and present. Now the point, see what the point saying to us. The past, present and future are linked by a continuous chain of events. Here events may be of important words to make a past. That means events happened previously. That time we can say to that time, and that event is past, right? And which event will happen in future? Which event will happen in future? We can say to that thing future. That means if you want to go to the Mumbai, we can say there, I will go to the Mumbai. That means that events may be happen after some time. What? The events may be happen after some time. That we can say to that thing future. And then present. What? Then present. An event is happening at that time. We can say to that thing present. And how it linked to each other continuously, right? When suppose event had happened, there should not be past, present and future, because why? There is no event. That's why we can say here, when events happen, then the past, future and present will be there. Okay, see. For example, the Indian people fought against the British government to get independence. Right, what? The Indian people fought against the British government to get independence. That means our people fought against British. Fought. You can consider. You are considering here words fought, fight and fought. Fought is a past participle word. That means fight happened in the past. That's why here use the word fought. And this fought word indicates the past time. Right? And this was the event. Suppose I'm here and somebody come at me and he fighting me, right? That time we can say to that thing, fighting is happening, right? But after some time, when fight is over, then what we can say there, sir was fighting to another. That means that event was completed. And we want to say that event is past. This is the historical action. This may be historical action. That means which we have taken recently example, which Indian people fought against the British government to get independence. This is an historical action, right? As a result, India became an independence nation on 15 August 1947. So we can say that independence was a consequences. Independence was the consequences of an action. That is, Indian people struggles for independence. That means change, and here is a word of change, right? When our people was fighting with British, when our people fought to British, that time was this is on a historical events, right? But we got independence by these consequences, right? That means they fought for us, and we taking advantages of freedom nowadays, but they don't have. Who were fought with British, they don't have freedom, but nowadays we are taking advantage of freedom, right? That means we are in freedom because of they fought to British. That's why here in this sentence they use word change. They fought to British for independence, and we got independence. That means fought is past word, right? Past. Then it is freedom. That means events which was happening in the past, the consequences of that event is freedom, like this. In this way, the events of today are linked with past, right? Our freedom thing, right? Our freedom is an thing. which is related to past. That means about our peoples who fought with British. When we understand this, we realize that future depends on past events. Right? This is what we learn from history. And we learn this thing from history. For example, we learn that man began to make tools from materials available in nature. That means the man make a tools from material available in nature. That they learned how to make use of fire, and that he invented the wheel. That means which things invented in the past we use nowadays. That means, for example, wind, fire, were invented in the past, right? The next generation added to this development. Technology developed further hand in hand with the physical and intellectual development of man. Now we can think an story here. That means we want to think here a historical persons, unseen persons invented some things, some technologies, and these technologies help to us to develop ourselves. This process is going on continuously even today. That means various kind of events happening in daily lives, in every person, with everything, and that's why the process of developing continuously even today, right? The process of developing is continuously even today. Inventions of the today are only possible of the foundation of the discoveries and invention of the past. What? Invention of today are only possible of the foundation of the discoveries and invention of the past. That means today's invention is dependent on past. That means today we got developed engine nowadays. We got developed engine nowadays. Before this time, there were small engines. There were small motors, and there were not developed engines. That means, suppose we have to take an example of cell phone. When the human got a cell phone, that time they were a small cell phone with keypad. They were small cell phone with keypad, but nowadays we can see difference between that time and now time. For nowadays our cell phone don't have keypad. We use touch screen here. But in the old version there were keypad, right? Like this, invention or discoveries foundation depend on past. And today we have completed this chapter, which is what is history. This chapter we completed today. Thank you.